Right, Burgess, clearly the family also in the dark there. But do we know whether Ibrahim Sharif was found by the cops or if he landed at their home's doorstep?
What his father at present is saying that there was no information from the cops in Dehradun or in Odisha, and there was no information even from cops from Karnataka regarding this matter. In fact, today one fine morning, his daughter-in-law called him up and told him that Ibrahim was at home and that he was in Dehradun. So the information has come from the daughter-in-law, and at present it's also very sketchy at present. And only after the father meets his son will, or one of our reporters meets them, will we come to know what exactly transpired on that day, Akshita.
Right, Burgess, definitely now there's a lot of question marks on what exactly took place. But what did his father say? Did he say that he has any sort of suspicion at this point?
As I told you, Akshita, he was very cautious about the matter. He did not, in fact, when we asked him whether he had suspicion on the mining mafia or other powerful bodies, he said that at present he wouldn't state anything because he doesn't know what the matter is. So he has to go meet his son first, and then only they'll come to know what exactly transpired. So the family is getting ready to go and meet their missing son, who's returned after 5 months, Akshita.
Right, Burgess, thank you so much for joining us with all that information. But of course, there Ibrahim Sharif, an IBM officer who was missing since November 25th, finally being found. The question, of course, is whether he was abducted or did he go away. Now, we don't have the answers as of now. The family members themselves do not know. They are in fact headed to Bhubaneswar to meet with Ibrahim Sharif soon, and maybe post that we'll get some answers as to whether it was a case of abduction, whether the mining mafia was involved, or was it a simple case of Ibrahim Sharif running away. Well, terrorists launched a series of attacks in Jammu and Kashmir's Kathua district, killing one person and injuring 3 others. 4 terrorists wearing army uniforms stopped a white Bolero in the Alachak area a little after 5 a.m. They shot at the occupants of the vehicle, killing 1 and injuring 3. They then drove the vehicle away and attacked an army artillery camp 20 kilometers away in Kathua. Firing broke out at Janglote after the alleged terrorists emerged near the army camp. The army intercepted the attackers near a private college in the Kalibari area, and an encounter ensued between the soldiers and the terrorists. Yet another terrorist attack taking place in Kathua. There is no word on exactly who is responsible for this particular attack. Of course, the encounter between the Javans and the terrorists is still on. This is right outside Kathua district. It is understood that these particular terrorists had dressed up in an army get-up, and early in the morning they went ahead and fired at a truck driver. They then went ahead and seized his truck and drove it into an army camp near Kathua district. They then fired at the Javans, who then followed them into a private college, and ever since there has been an encounter taking place there. 1 person has been killed. We understand that there were 3 terrorists present, and they opened fire at a vehicle first, and that is where they ended up killing 1 person as well as injuring 3 others. But of course, we understand that they intercepted an SUV and forced out the occupants before opening fire on them at the Tarna Dalha bridge. And well, in this regard, some big news coming in. 2 terrorists killed in the retaliatory fire. The terrorists, of course, had opened fire in Kathua, killing 1 and injuring 4 others soon after they were driven into a private college where there was an encounter taking place between 3 of the terrorists as well as the army Javans. And we understand that 2 of them have now been killed in the retaliatory fire. Of course, this is in Kathua district where 3 terrorists in army uniform entered Kathua, fired at civilians, killed 1 and injured 4 others, and then they made their way, of course, to Kathua, the army camp in Kathua, following which the army Javans followed them. And now, in the encounter that has been taking place between the terrorists and the army officials, it looks like 2 terrorists have been gunned down. But the vehicle carrying the militants was intercepted by the army near a private college in Kalibari Janglote belt of Katwa district, resulting in fresh firing, which was still going on. 2 of them now have been killed. It is being said that heavy firing was taking place between both the sides. The injured, of course, have been shifted to the Government Medical College Hospital, adding a high alert has been sounded by the security agencies. The security has been stepped up at army camps as well as important places in Katwa, Samba and Jammu districts. But this is the second major terror attack in Katwa district. The last one was of course, on September 26, 2013, when 3 heavily armed terrorists had attacked a police station and an army camp in the border districts of Katwa and Samba, killing 10 people, including 4 policemen and an army officer. But a series of attacks being launched in Katwa district there by terrorists. We do understand that as of now 2 of them have been killed, but the encounter took place for quite some time now, and of course this was in Daila Chowk, Jammu and Kashmir, after the army jawans went ahead and intercepted the SUV that the terrorists were travelling in and followed them all the way to a private college. This was of course near Katwa district. What we do understand is that one army jawan has also been injured in the heavy firing that took place between the terrorists as well as the jawans. All this tension started as early as 5 a.m. in the morning when 4 terrorists wearing a uniform stopped a white Bolero and got inside, and of course immediately after it was the jawans who intercepted the vehicle after the terrorists tried attacking the army camp. They then went ahead and intercepted the vehicle and followed it to a private college, and right outside the private college is where there has been an encounter between the jawans and the terrorists. 2 of them have been killed is what we understand. Besides that, security has been heightened in the Katwa district, ensuring that, of course, no other attacks take place. In the meanwhile, nobody has come out and claimed responsibility for this particular attack. There is no word on the identity of the terrorists or exactly which outfit they belong to. And moving on, it is the election season, and of course politicians across the country are going ahead and campaigning like there is no tomorrow. Let's take a look at the political updates from across the country. Well, commotion broke out at the poll meeting organized by Congress for the campaigning of actress Nagma, who is contesting the Lok Sabha elections from Meerut. Meerut Congress President Salim Bharti admitted to the furor but dismissed reports that a youth manhandled the actress and that she slapped him, which triggered the commotion. Nagma left the meeting after trying in vain to pacify the crowd. Seems like Nagma is having a hard time in the political circles. Last Saturday, Gajraj Singh, the Congress legislator from Hapur, was seen grabbing Nagma's face. He reportedly also kissed her. A visibly angry Nagma is then seen removing his hand and walking off. Well, Nagma definitely seems to be very unlucky there. Her political sojourn not going too well. First on March 22nd, she was kissed by that particular MLA, post which, of course, she was seen pushing him away and not seeming too pleased by what happened. She continued with her campaign. But soon after, in Meerut, where a public meeting was organized, it looks like things went completely haywire, and Nagma is seen losing her temper and even slapping a youth who allegedly assaulted her. And well, there is good news for thousands of Ambi fans. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, while addressing an election campaign in Mandya, has said that the rebel star would be back in Karnataka on March 30th in time for Ugadi celebrations. The Chief Minister said that Ambarish too would campaign for Sandalwood star Ramya, who is the Congress's candidate from the sugar town. The CM also said that there were no differences or infighting in the Mandya District Congress Committee.
ಶ್ರೀಮಾನ್ ಅಂಬರೀಶ್ ರವರು ಅವರು ಪಾಪ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಕೆಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಮಾದೇವಪ್ಪನವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂಬರೀಶ್. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದಿನ ಫೋನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೆ. ಈ ಮಲೇಷಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 30ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ರಮ್ಯಾ ಪರ ಮತಯಾಚನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬರಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಶುಭವನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Well, Siddaramaiah going ahead and announcing to the joy of the people of Mandya there that Ambarish will be coming back soon, and going ahead and supporting Ramya in Mandya. He also went on to state that he will campaign for Ramya very soon after he returns in time for Ugadi celebrations on March 30th to Karnataka.
ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಗುಂಪುಗಾರಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಭಿನ್ನಾಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಏನೇ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಡಕಿದೆ, ಭಿನ್ನಾಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ಭಿನ್ನಾಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಒಡಕು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮಾನಂದ ಶಿವರಾಮೇಗೌಡ ನೋಡಿ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಗುಸುಗುಸು ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Well, it was exactly this that Siddaramaiah was referring to, the fact that Shivaramegoda and Atmananda were seen chatting up, trying to almost make it seem like there's absolutely no problem. But of course, everyone knows that that underlying problem of Ambarish support threatening to not support Ramya is still very much present. But with Ambarish going ahead and coming to campaign, it will definitely change things.
ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಇತಿಹಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಒಂದು
And well, the rupee is Asia's best performing currency and has risen 2.87% in March. In the interim, the rupee is trading at 60.01, up nearly 30 paise compared to Thursday's closing. The Sensex is trading at 22,269 points, up 57 points.